Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma and here we talk about simple living on a budget. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about adjusting your budget for the current events that are going on for the rest of 2020. For the year of 2020, I had set some very lofty financial goals. I honestly didn't even think that they were really achievable, but I wanted to aim high, and if I fell a little bit short, I was going to be disappointed, but paying off debt is a big deal and it's something exciting, so I knew that even if I missed, I was still doing something really good for myself and for my financial future. I had set a personal goal to get my student loan debt under $100,000 at the end of 2020. And that's a really big deal. That's a lot of money. I would have paid off about $50,000 of debt in 2020 if I was able to do that, and there is a small chance I'll still be able to do it. I'm working really hard and trying to figure out ways I can bring in additional income, but I am starting to understand that I might have to adjust my goals for what is currently going on out in the world. My first tip is to just come to terms with the fact that your goals are probably going to end up changing a little bit this year. Unless you work in an industry that's not impacted at all by this situation, then I'm sure your finances will probably stay the same. But if you are in an industry that's impacted, which is the majority of industries, you're gonna have to maybe just change your sails to this new wind that's blowing and consider different ways that you could change your budget around, change your spending habits, or adjust some categories. So for me, I have cut out pretty much all of my spending that I possibly can. I'm not spending any money. My gas budget has obviously been reduced. I'm not working at work anymore. I'm working from home, but even with all these changes, I took a 20% pay cut. So for me, that looks like a minimum of $400 a paycheck, which is about $800 a month pay cut that I am taking indefinitely, potentially until the end of 2020. This is a really big deal because my minimum payments are $910 a month, so to be losing the majority of that payment and I'm still working, it's really hard to adjust my budget for that and see all of that money that I had planned on putting to debt not going toward debt anymore. And I am very fortunate I will get that money back, but I probably won't get it back until March of 2021, so I can't count on that money to help me accomplish the 2020 goals that I set for myself. Another goal that I had for myself this year was to purchase a car. I had already saved $18,000 for that car, and I was so excited to purchase it when I found the deal that was right for me, something I was comfortable paying that much money for, and taking on my own car insurance. And then I live in a state where you pay taxes on cars, so I was going to have to spend a lot of money on taxes for the car. So I was financially prepared to do all of that, but given the current situation, I'm not buying a car anymore because my financial goal is way more important than me getting a new to me vehicle. And even though I was going to get something used, a few years old, hopefully lower miles, it's just not in my budget anymore. It doesn't help me reach my end financial goals. So because of that, I am putting that money toward debt so that I can hopefully still try to reach my 2020 debt payoff goal. But even then, I do have to save a little money for my car for maintenance and repairs because my cars that I have are Dave cars. They're very old. They require maintenance. So me taking the majority of that money and actually putting it towards my debt is going to be really important to me, and it's how I'm choosing to prioritize my spending. So in the end, with this, my end goal to be debt-free is still the end of 2022. That's what I've been striving for. I still owe $140,000 on my student loans, which is a ton of money, but with the money that I'm going to be taking from my car fund, it is hopefully very possible still. However, that does mean that I'm basically just not getting a car this year. I really had high hopes for that. I've been driving the same car since I was 19 and I'm 25 now. I'd really love to get a car that I feel is more reliable, that has less than 200,000 miles on it, but honestly, it's all about prioritizing, and being debt-free is a huge priority, especially now seeing how people's finances are impacted. I'm very fortunate that even though I took a pay cut, I'm still able to earn money. There are some people that are not in that situation and that are going to struggle long after this, and I really feel for those people, but I need to work hard to make sure that I'm not in that situation anymore. I know this is kind of a sad video, it's not super exciting, but it is important to just change your goals, adjust with the times, and understand that if you don't accomplish your goals or all the things you wanted to by the end of the year, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are impacted by this, the majority of the population is, so if you have to make changes, just make the changes. Don't feel bad about it. You can be sad you're not achieving your goals, but set new ones that are actually achievable given the circumstances. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.